This is your teacher Haris Bhatt and you are seeing my YouTube channel Learn Accounting with Sir Haris. Today we are going to solve a question from Incomplete Record AS Accounting. Incomplete Record 9706 AS Accounting Incomplete Records. And this question has come in October, November 22, 23. So if you just see the question, the opening and closing data is given. Greece, a sole trader, does not maintain a full set of accounting records. So cash opening closing is given. Electricity accrued, inventory, machinery, rent paid in advance, prepaid rent, trade payable, trade receivable, bank account is given in the question. And total cash sales of 15280 is given, point number 1. It means that if cash sales is given in the question, we have to prepare cash account to find any missing figure on the credit side. There is a missing figure. Reese had also paid cash for wages during the year but had not recorded this. तो wages आपने पे किए लेकिन आपने उसे रिकॉर्ड नहीं किया और उसकी अमाउंट हमें नहीं पता, तो वो आपको निकालनी पड़ेगी दोनों साइड्स का डिफरेंस लेके. You will find the difference of the two sides and then you will find the wages paid in cash. These took 450 per month drawings before the cash sales were banked. That will also come on the credit side of cash account, because before cash banked, we have taken 450 per month drawings, 450 into 12. He had also taken goods for his own use with a selling price of 350 after a markup of 25%. So goods drawing, this is known as goods drawing by the owner, but as it is given on a selling price, we have to convert it at cost price. So goods drawing is given. During the year, a machinery that has cost 6,000 on 1st July 2019 was sold for 4,000. Sir, how come you know 6,000 1st July 2009? The selling price is 4,000. So the amount received is 4,000. Then machinery is to be depreciated at 15% using the reducing balance method. A full year depreciation is charged in the year of purchase, but none in the year of disposal. So this is how the question is established. I believe that this type of question will come in October, November 2025. I believe that type of question will come in October, November 25. So let's prepare the sale ledger control account, because we have to find the credit sales first, credit sales, then credit purchases, and then we can find the, total sales. So brought down will come over here, like here, brought down. Carried down will come over here. So I will write carried down here. Then come on the credit side, we record receipt from trade receivable, receipt from trade receivable, cash to trade receivable. Then comes sales return will come on the credit side, bad debts will come on the credit side, discount allowed will come on the credit side. But in this question, there is nothing written given in the question, so I can find the credit sales. Let's see. Trade receivables opening is 23580, closing is 20620. So let me write 23580. Okay. Closing is 20620. 20620. Receipt from trade receivable, the amount which we have received from trade receivable is here. Credit customers 149810. So I will write here 149810. You can find the amount of credit sales. Can you please tell me? 149810 plus 20620 minus 23580. Taking the difference of the two sides, you can get the amount of credit sales. So what is the amount?
146850.
146850 is the amount of credit sales. I don't need to go for the total, because I'm not solving the question of control accounts. I'm just doing the working. So working, I'm not writing the total column, that I believe that is not required. So let's prepare the purchase ledger control account. Brought down will come over here. Carried down will come on this side. Payment to trade payable, I will write here. Right. Then comes here credit purchases. Remember this, that purchase return, if given, will come on the debit side. Discount received will also come on the debit side, but it is not available in the question right now. So trade payables at the start is 6285, at the end 8520. So I will write on the credit side liability here 6285. Liability is always having a credit balance, and 8520. I will write here, carry it down, 852. It is also credit balance. Then it will move forward to the next period. It will come on the credit side. Payment to trade payable is given. Payment to credit suppliers 80140. So let me write here 80140. I will go for the total of the debit side. and I will subtract 6285 to find the credit purchases. So 80140 plus 8520 minus 6285, you will get the amount of credit purchases. Yes,
182375.
182375. So that's how we have calculated the amount of credit purchases. Okay, now let's move forward. What is the next part of the question? Total cash sales. Obviously, we have to prepare cash account now because cash account will be prepared so that we can find the total cash sales, but it is given. So there is some missing figure, missing expense, which will come on the credit side. We need to find that amount by preparing cash account. But always remember that when cash account is prepared, cash banked will always be given in the question, which will come on the debit side of bank account 7170 and credit side of cash account. Let's calculate the total credit sales for the year ended, calculate the total credit purchases for the year ended, calculate the total cash paid for wages during the year. For that, I have to prepare cash account, calculate the depreciation charge for the year, and then I'm going to prepare the income statement. So that question has come in October, November 22, 23. So let's do that. Now I'm going to prepare the cash account. So let's prepare cash account to find the missing expense, whatever they have asked us to go for. So I will write $sign here. So brought down of cash is given. If not given, we can still prepare cash account. But in this question, brought down and carry down of cash is given. And obviously cash sales is also given. So I can write that also. On the debit side, cash debit and sales is going to be credit. Now let's move back. The total cash sales for the year were 15280 and brought down and carried down of cash. Let me write 240 and 110. I will write here 240 brought down and 110 is going to be the carried down. Cash sales is 15280, 15280. Okay. Then on the credit side, I'm supposed to write the drawings. Then I'm supposed to write cash bank, because I told you that cash bank will come on the right side of cash account and debit side of bank account. It is written on the debit side of bank account. Here, cash sales bank 7170. So debit side of bank and credit side of cash. Oh, sorry. Right side of cash. Then I have to go for the drawings. Let's see. The drawings are, these took 450 per month drawing before the cash sales were banked. 450 into 12. What is the amount? 450 into 12. That will be the amount of cash drawings. So can you please tell me what is the amount of drawings?
540.
450 into 12. 5400. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then there is missing expense on the credit side, which is Reese had also paid cash for wages during the year, but had not recorded this. So let me record the cash paid for wages. So go for the total of the debit side. 15280 plus 240 minus 5400 minus 7170 minus 110. You will get the cash paid for wages, or the entry is wages debit and cash.
2840.
2840. Okay. Cash is credited because of wages. Cash is credited because of bank. Cash is credited because of drawings. So we have prepared the cash account. Now, I'm supposed to find the depreciation. For that, I have to prepare the asset account, the machinery account. अगर मैं देखें थे, machinery is given here, cost and depreciation. But we have sold machinery also. So let's find out the machinery sold. The cost of the machinery sold is 6,000 on 1st January 2000. Machinery that has cost 6,000 on 1st July 2019 was sold in the current year. Depreciation is 15%. Using the reducing balance method, a full year depreciation is charged in the year of purchase, but none in the year of disposal. Our financial year is from 2021 to 22. It means that 6,000 of the asset is used from July 19 to June 20, then from June 20 to July 20 to June 21, and that's it. Because in the third year, it has been sold And in the third year, the year in which the asset is sold, we will not calculate depreciation. So 6,000 multiplied by 15%, that is going to be 900. Then again, because it's reducing balance method, 6,000 minus 900 multiplied by 15% for 2 years, 19 to 20 and 20 to 21. What is the amount? 5,100 into 15%.
765.
765. Okay, right. Now, total of this is 900 plus 765 is 1665.
Yes.
Now, the book value of the asset sold, 6,000 minus 1665, that is the net book value of the asset sold, which will come how much?
4335.
4335. And this asset is sold for 4,000. The net book value of that asset sold after, which is the cost is 6,000, but after use of 2 years, the net book value is going to be 4335. It has been sold for 4,000, right? So there is a loss of 335. So you have to record that loss in the expenses also, 335. Now let's move forward. We have to calculate the depreciation charge. So I have to prepare the machinery account through net book value. Remember this, I have to prepare the machinery account through net book value method, which is very easy to calculate. Here comes the brought down, right? Here comes the carried down, which we don't know actually. Here comes addition, which we have purchased new asset. Here comes disposal. This is the format actually. And the value of net book value will come over here, which is 4335. That is the net book value. Here comes the depreciation, which is supposed to be written in profit and loss account statement as expense. So let's see the brought down balance. The brought down through net book value we have to calculate. How come, sir? The machinery cost is given at the start 18480 minus total depreciation till that time 9685. Calculate कीजिएगा 18480 minus 9685. What is the amount?
8795.
8795. So the brought down is going to be 8795. Addition, we have purchased some more assets, which is given in the question. How come, sir? New machinery has been purchased. Here it is written for 9,200. So machinery debit and bank credit, I will write here 9,200. Then disposal, I'm going to write on the credit side, the cost of the asset and the depreciation. And the carry down, I don't know. So let's calculate the depreciation first. So 8795 is the net book value at the start, plus addition is 9,200 minus the asset sold. The book value of the asset sold 4335. So I got the resultant amount, which is the net book value at the end. And on that, I'm going to calculate depreciation. So what is the amount? Net book value at the start, rather.
13660.
13660 multiplied by 15%. I will get depreciation for the current year.
2049.
2049.
Yes.
Okay, I will write here 2049 and I will get the carry down also. Go for the total of the debit side, you can find the carry down also. Though it is not required in the question, but you can find the carry down also. Remember this, that you can do this question through cost method also. So how we can differentiate between cost method and the net book value method? If in the question, the examiner has given net book value, you can go for the net book value method. And if cost and accumulated depreciation is given separately, you can go for cost method also. Cost method means asset account is going to be prepared separately and provision for depreciation account is going to be prepared separately. How come, sir? I will explain you. We are done with that though. What is the carry down?
11611.
11611. We are done with that, but still we can go for the calculation like this. I will show you that how you will do that, which is very easy. See, the machinery 18480, that is the cost, plus addition 9,200 minus 6,000, the cost of asset sold. Beta asset account with cost method, if you prepare, you will write brought down. What is brought down? 18480. Then you will write bank, which you have newly purchased, 9200. And then you will subtract the cost of the asset sold, that is 6000. You will get cost at the end. Simple. Then for depreciation, you will write brought down 9685. Then you will write charge for the year. The depreciation you will charge on new asset. You have to go for the whole working. 9200 into 15%. Then, because it is reducing balance method, we have to calculate 18480 minus 6000, 9685 minus 1665 minus 1665, difference of that. And then you will calculate depreciation. You will get total depreciation. Disposal depreciation will come on the debit side, 4335. And then you can calculate the carried down of accumulated depreciation. But that is difficult one. Cost method is difficult. If you go with this method, net book value method, it is easy. But as in machinery, they have given the question mark of cost and depreciation, but you don't need to go for that because of the reason that the requirement is already done. Through net book value method, I have solved the question. I have solved the part of the whatever is required actually. Now I'm going to prepare the income statement. But before going for the income statement, let's prepare the accounts of the expense and two accounts where opening and closing are given for rent and for electricity. So it's very easy. I can solve the question. I can prepare the, let me see, the T account here for electricity and for rent. So let's prepare that. If you can do the calculation directly, it's up to you. You can do that. But I am going for the working just to make you realize that you understand the things well, rather than you solve the question. 335 and the depreciation is going to be, okay, 204 now. Let me rub it up. So this question is very sensible, very technical question, but it is a normal question which comes in the A levels every time. The group carried down, then figure will come over here, and profit and loss account figure will come over here, which is required. So let's see. Electricity accrued is 420 at the start, 380 at the end. So 420 at the start and 380 at the end. 380. Then bank figure, I will write the payment we have paid for the electricity. That is given here, 3680. That is the bank figure. So I will write here 3680. So can you please tell me the difference of the 3680 plus 380 minus 420? So the answer is going to be 3640. That is the profit and loss account figure. For rent, if you see, the amount which is given is prepaid. Prepaid brought down. Then comes prepaid carried down. Then comes the bank figure. Obviously, there is no accrued, brought down and carried down. And you can get the profit and loss account figure. So let's find out the prepaid brought down for rent. Rent paid in advance. Brought down is 950, carried down is 1100, and the payment is 12250. So let me write. Brought down is 950. Carried down, prepaid carried down is 1100. Bank figure is going to be 12250. 12250. And difference is going to be the profit and loss account figure. So 12250 plus 950 minus 1100, you will get the answer. What is
12100?
Yes, 12100. So we have calculated every single item in order to prepare the income statement, because actually the question was asked us to prepare the income statement, the statement of profit and loss. In order to prepare the statement of profit and loss, we have to go for all these workings. Otherwise, we can't solve the question, right? Because we need sales, we need everything to go for. So let me write here the revenue first. Revenue comes from cash sales and credit sales. Cash sales is given in the, we have calculated the credit sales. That is going to be 146850. And cash sales we already have 15280. It's given in the question. So what is the total sales? 146850 plus 15280. I think you are getting it. Yes, working is important. If you have done working,
162130.
162130. If you have done working, you will get the marks, even if the question, your answer is wrong. So 162130. I will write here 162130. Then I will subtract sales return, but there is no sales return, so I will subtract less cost of sales. And in that, I'm going to write the opening inventory, then add purchases, less purchase return, add carriage inward name, it's not given. Then I have to subtract goods drawing. That is the important point. And then I'm going to subtract the closing inventory in order to solve the question. So let's see the opening inventory first. Opening inventory given in the question is 23,600. Here it is written. This is opening 23,600. I will write here. And 21,400 is the closing. I will write here in bracket. Now purchases, we have already calculated purchases through our PLCA, purchase ledger control account. And the purchases, right, purchases are 182,375. There is no cash purchases. I'll write 182,375 here. 182,375. Then let's talk about the carriage inward, or if it is given in the question, or purchase return. So there is nothing like that. So now let's talk about the goods drawing, right? Cash account, we have already prepared that. So goods drawing are given in the question, and that basically tells us that the goods for own use with a selling price of 350 after a markup of 25%. So markup cannot be calculated on the sale price. So I have to convert markup into margin. That is 25 over 100 plus 25. 350 into 25 divided by 125. We will get the profit into profit, whatever is there in the goods drawing, which is given on selling price of 350. So 350 into 25 over 125. What is the answer?
70.
70. So now I will subtract 70 from 350. 350 minus 70. I will get the cost price. 280 is the cost price of goods drawing. Remember this, that the statement which I have written, that is cost of sales. So in that, everything should be written on cost of sales. So subtraction from the goods drawing will be subtracted from purchases. The entry is drawings debit and purchases credit. So I will write it, subtract it from purchases. So let me find the cost of sales and subtract cost of sales from the profit. From the, sales, we'll get the gross profit. And then I will subtract expenses from that to find the profit for the year. So what is the amount here?
184295.
184295. Now we can calculate the gross profit. It is coming loss. Okay. Possible. What is the
22165.
22165 is going to be the loss on sale of asset. Loss on sale, gross loss actually. So credit sales is 146,850. Cash sales is 15280. Okay, fine. Then purchases 182,375. I think purchases you have calculated wrong, my dear. 80140 plus 8520 minus 6285. So credit purchases can't come 182,375.
Sir, it's 8237.
Okay, so I have written it wrong. No problem. 82375. So let's correct it now. This is 82375. So we'll change this amount. What is the amount now? And we'll change the gross profit also. Yes. What is the amount?
84295.
84295. When I will subtract it, I will get the gross profit, which is going to be a positive heavy amount.
77835.
77835. Now loss on sale of machinery, I will write here as expense 335. How come, sir? Because the net book value of the machinery, the cost of that is 6,000, but the net book value is 4,335. It has been sold for 4,000, right? So we have a loss of 335, which I have recorded already, right? Now I'm going to record the wages expense. Let's go for the wages. There are two types of wages. One is the wages which is paid in cash, and we have calculated its amount, which is paid in cash, 2840. And there is another wages which is given in the question. Through bank, we have paid 36240. So I will write here 36240 plus 2840, which is the wages paid to the staff wages or whatever, I don't remember. Let me see.
39080.
That is the wages paid, cash for wages during the year, but has not been accounted for. That is the cash wages actually. So 2840 and 36240. Yes, what is the amount?
39080.
39080. Now I'm going to write the depreciation on machinery, which we have calculated by preparing the machinery account. So we have already done that. That is 2049. So I will calculate. That is the point. That is the why I have gone for the working. I have prepared every single T account because of the same reason, that you should not find difficulty in writing the expenses in the income statement. That is why I prepared the electricity expense account also. And the expense figure is 3640 for electricity, and for rent it is 12,100. So I will write here 3640 and 12,100. 3640. Oh, sorry. 3640 and 12,100. Now let's see if there is any other expense. General expenses are given here 18590. So let me write general expenses 18590. Okay. Now let's move forward. Any other expense which we miss, I want to see that every single thing, because in incomplete record data is very much dispersed. You have to find the figures to write it in the right. You should not miss any expense or any income. So you have to go it accordingly. We have recorded rent, electricity, depreciation, everything. And the amount which is written on the cash account, we've already done that also. Yes, I know that we have two types of drawings. One is 450 per month, which is cash drawings, and the goods drawing also. But the drawings will come, you know that drawings will come in subtracted from capital. We are not preparing capital right now. We are recording the loss on machinery. We have recorded the depreciation on machinery. So we are done with all the things. Let's go for the total of expenses and subtract it. We'll get the profit for the year. So what is the total of expenses? And we'll get the profit for the year right here. So let me write
75794.
75794. I will write here 794. And after subtracting, we'll get the profit for the year. That is how much?
2041.
2041. So that is the profit for the year. And we are done with the question. So if you have any problem, you can ask me. Obviously, this is a very full-fledged question or a complete question of incomplete records, which we are done, in which we have prepared the sale ledger control account, purchase ledger control account, cash account, machinery account, cash account to find, not to find cash sales, rather to find wages paid in cash. Obviously, cash bank has to be given, then electricity and rent account for the expense figure. And then I have prepared the income statement for the year to find profit for the year, which is 2041. Let's see what is the requirement. October, November 22, 23. Credit sales, we are done with that. Credit purchases, total cash paid for wages, depreciation charge. We are done with that. Income statement. Oh my God. One very bad mistake we are done. Inventory at 30th June 2022. Sorry, recording खराब हो गई. Included damaged goods which had cost 1800 but needed repair, costing 350. The goods could be sold for 30% less than the normal selling price of 2250. So there is not much difference in the question. Don't think that there is a hell of a difference, which will the 10 number marks is there. State two causes of depreciation. I will come back again. That is physical deterioration, wear and tear, rust, erosion, passage of time. Explain the reference to an accounting concept in each case why a business should make a provision for depreciation of non-current asset. In order to apply the matching concept and the accrual concept, so that profit should not be overstated as per prudence concept, right? So these are the accounting concept which will apply. Then a business should make an adjustment for damaged inventory. Accounting concept is going to be the prudence concept is there, which says that inventory is valued at cost or NRV, whichever is less, so that inventory should not be, asset should not be overstated. And that is the accounting concept for damaged inventory. But the problem is this, that the closing inventory which we have written over here, that is wrong, because we have to adjust this closing inventory. And because of this closing inventory, cost of sales will be adjusted, gross profit will be adjusted, and profit will be adjusted, because those amounts will get wrong. How? I will show you. The closing inventory here is that is the amount of closing inventory is 21400. Let me write here. And 21400 include cost 1800. 21400 minus 1800 plus, because cost, we have to record inventory at cost or NRV, whichever is less, right? So this 1800 inventory will be repaired, right, for 350. The goods could then be sold for 30% less than the normal selling price of 2250. So 2250 into 70%, because we are selling it at 30% less, 2250 into 70%. So it can be sold for 1575 if we will go for a repair of 350. So the NRV is going to be 1575 minus 350, that is
1225.
Yeah. So we have recorded, should have recorded the inventory at 1225 rather than 1800. So minus 1800 plus 1225 will get the correct value of inventory. What it is now? 1800 is added in 21400. We have to subtract it. Why? Because it should not be recorded at cost. It should be recorded at cost or NRV, whichever is less. So what is the NRV? 30% less than the normal selling price. 2250 into 30% minus kar denge. Aega 1575. But it can be sold for 1575 if we will repair after repairing cost of 350. So the NRV is going to be 1225. Rather, we have recorded it at 1800, which is wrong. So 1800 will be subtracted and 1225 is added. What is the amount?
20825.
20825. So inventory is going to be written with an amount of 20825. So now let me write. I will write here 20825. Although we did it wrong start, but it is good. So you will remember now forever that the inventory point was given at, actually it was given at the next page. That's why I didn't see that, especially when you are solving it through this way. So what is the cost of sales?
84870.
84870. And the gross profit? 162130 minus 84870.
77260.
And now subtract 75794. We'll get the profit for the year. And the answer?
1466.
1466. Okay, that's fine. So we are done with the question, and other parts I have already made you solve. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz. Right? That is the point of inventory. Here it is. 21400 minus 1800 plus 1225. Let me see the value of inventory. Yes, 21400. That's fine. Now we have adjusted it and we have find the corrected profit 1466.